Grand wishes, powerful souls. I'm Joe Blunt, and thank you for sharing space again with me at my channel. Pardon the delay, but you know how life works. Today's video is going to be about the twin flame versus the karmic flame. Now, the twin flame is something we all talk about, we all think about, and we all wonder what's going to happen with us. But the karmic flame is something that a lot of people are unaware of. And I'm also going to be talking about the 8 stages to a twin flame dynamic. Just to clarify, before we really get into it, my life mission and goal, and also the mission for this channel, is to help everyone awaken to their true abilities. But before that, healing and clearing, so that way you can open your true abilities. We all experience the world differently. We all have our own entire universe, and I'm simply wanting to share experiences that have helped me open mine and to help you open your own. If this is something that you are interested in, please support the channel and subscribe, as it would really help me grow. I'm new. And it would really help you grow as well, I feel. Well, I think. Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm rambling. Let's go on. The 2 flame dynamics, karmic and twin, are the most important dynamics that you will face when it comes to love. However, that journey is more about a union with yourself versus someone else first. Once you put the self-work in for your own individual spiritual growth is when you can lead to your twin flame with ease, versus all the confusion that comes before that without the self-work. I read an article the other day that almost made me not want to put this video out entirely, because I didn't want to add to the behavior that naturally happens when this information is shared. People kind of get obsessed, you know? But I agreed with the writer that until you focus on self-love, you really shouldn't be focusing on trying to find a love to complete you, because that wholeness has to come from you. I also had a conversation, ironically, I think it was the same night too, with my twin flame, and he was basically saying that, I was asking, like, why are so many people obsessed with it? And he was basically saying that it's a universal withdrawal. It's lacking globally, to the point that people walk down the street, don't say hi, and don't even so much as give each other a smile. It's kind of true. So I decided to put the video out anyway, with the hopes that those that are balanced with seeking self-love first will be led here, and those that are not yet ready to seek self-love first, please kindly either leave the video or watch with a very unattached mind. Essentially, you've met them before, these intense loves or connections, whether in this lifetime or a previous, whether just in passing or long term, whether many lifetimes shared or just a single encounter. We ache for love because not only does love heal, but it's something that we once had, and nothing currently compares. This is stage 1, yearning. Twin souls were once one soul that separated off with the goal of finding each other again. This is stage 2, recognition. Once the 2 of you meet, memories start to flood back. But this also creates a confusion because there's an absence of clarity of what's exactly happening. Around this time, you also start to see 1111 a lot as a sign that your higher self is awakening, because the higher self is ignited at the meeting of the 2 of you. It's so cool. Fear of never finding them creates a barrier around your auric field and keeps you in a fog that keeps you farther from them. But ignoring their absence and filling yourself with their energy even before re-meeting or before remembering it will bring you to them easier. A lot of people don't realize that they actually meet their karmic flame before they meet the twin flame, or they meet their twin flame and then they meet their karmic flame while they're having a separation with the twin flame. Or sometimes they get to skip this step and completely go straight to the twin flame and remain with them. And sometimes they don't meet either flame because there's no self-work being put in, or it's not time yet and they have to wait until the next lifetime. There are multiple karmic flames one can encounter, usually just being 1 or 2. And there's multiple soulmates one can encounter, but only 1 twin flame. Soulmates can be friends, lovers, and family with the same energetic frequency as you. Well, a similar energetic frequency as you. And speaking in the lover sense, soulmate lovers can totally have a long, happy, content marriage together simply because the two of you have shared either one of the three dynamics, family, friends, or lovers before. However, there's usually not much of an intense spark, and it's kind of just a familiarity kind of thing of comfort. The karmic flame comes into our lives as someone that we've also previously shared a lifetime with, someone who, just like the soulmate, who comes in and out, but with an intense spark, just like the twin flame, to the point that this is why we get confused, and also with karmic debt attached. Karmic debt that needs to be paid, or a lesson that needs to be learned. And usually it's paid or learned once the relationship ends. Usually there's an impactful encounter that you two shared previously, and the impact comes into this lifetime again. We are also usually not supposed to be in relationships with them, but they are supposed to act as mirrors and warnings only. However, being with them is obviously the clear way to get that warning and to see yourself in the mirror. So they are not null and void. We need those karmic flame relationships, guys. Okay, pardon me, because talking about that for a second, I had to burn some Palo Santo, okay? We don't need no karmic energy coming back in here, okay? Listen, I'm just trying to get this out. I started to feel some things. Now listen, in simple, blatant terms, the karmic flame is kind of like, they come in with, pardon my French, fuck shit up mode. It's like, and I don't think they mean to, they don't. It's basically the tether, the karmic tether between the two of you is what does it. It's like a fuck shit up for both of you, but I guess in a good way, because you need to assess those things that are kind of like just swept under the rug. See them, feel them, grind in them, and then evolve. It's pretty great. But cleanup mode, you know, it's pretty damn impactful, I must say. But that's a different topic for a different video. Now, the twin flame. The twin flame connection is someone that you have spent previous lifetimes with, and this connection is extremely intense, and you two hold the exact same energetic frequency. One soul in two bodies. You separate off, like I said previously, to come back together with the mission of joining love again, joining souls again, and then spreading that love to the earth. And most likely other universes, since that's where you traveled from. But let's not go too deep, again, yet. Twin flame may sometimes resemble each other as twins, and sometimes you're polar opposites in these areas. Aesthetic, style, interests, and everything, but it just works. And sometimes everything is exactly the same. There is no set menu or recipe for what the twin flame is supposed to be like. And that's another misconception that people get caught on. You do not always have to like and love the same things. You do not always have to look like twins. Sometimes that throws you off too. And sometimes these preconceived notions keep us bound. But let me not go off on another tangent. As you can see, I'm very passionate about this. The twin flame journey can be rocky due to stage 3, which is ascension. This is when the two of you start getting to know each other, and all of the negativity that's from your entire existence starts to come up to the surface. This is to help you raise your frequency, learn, and evolve, which is stage 4. And the journey becomes much smoother once these energies are transmuted into positive and aligning balance. And a better way to get there is through clearing aids, constant clearing aids, whether it is crystals, whether it is meditation, whether it is affirmations, but everything that removes things from you is the best way to keep yourself on the path towards finding or rekindling your love. Stage 5 is the one people freak out about the most: running, mirroring, and chasing. Now, usually around this time, everything coming up to surface from stage 4 becomes a bit too much, and one of the twins or both of them become triggered, and a separation naturally happens due to ego and old habits. Simmering the fire. Now, the fire is reignited once these energies are dispelled and cleared. And then usually one of the twins reaches out again to bring back the union. Now, if y'all don't hear anything else I say, please hear this. We need that separation, guys. We need stage 5. Stage 5 is the most important stage. Why would you want to be with somebody who's not seasoned yet? And why would you want to bring your lack of seasonings to someone else's kitchen? That is a pretty tasteless meal. I'm just saying. When you let stage 5 run its natural course without interruption, without trying to interfere, you can get to stage 6 much faster, which is alignment. This is when the two of you have reached high vibration again. You have restored all balance, and you have come together in harmony, love, bliss, and joy, where you can actually start to enjoy each other and enjoy this dynamic for what it's supposed to be. Then there is stage 7. Unity begins. This is when all of your chakras and energy points have aligned to each other, have blended. This is when the two of you are starting to strengthen your oneness as a couple, as a union, to the point of telepathic speaking and also remembering each other's memories. This is the most important stage to keep yourself clear with all of the regimens that you can, so that way you do not reset to stage 5. Stage 8. Unity in its fullest capacity, something we're all striving for. Well, not all of us. Some people do believe that they are not meant to be with anyone in this lifetime or ever, and that is totally okay. If that is you, do you, boo. Live your highest, most best, most exciting singlehood to the fullest. I fully support. However, back to stage 8, union. This is when the two souls have completely rejoined again, basically operating as one soul in two bodies in perfect unison. Light consciousness has restored, complete alignment, balance, and you are in bliss in your soul love mission to raise the frequency of humanity and help humanity evolve with your love and with the love of the earth. I'm very grateful that I have met all of these dynamics in my personal life, which is what sparked me to do this video. Aside from also the twin flame relationship saga being something that I hear about almost every day, whether it's mentioned in conversation or if it is asked of me from a seeker or from a friend. My karmic flame is someone that I was with last year, who I thought was my twin flame because of our connection, and we literally looked like twins. However, we only shared one previous lifetime together, and this was also at the peak of me accepting my DID in totality and accepting my reality of it. Even though I was diagnosed in 2015, it was something that I was very much trying to ignore and hide, and very much not even wanting to believe myself. And basically, being with my karmic flame was like a shattering of a glass. It was like, psh, literally, that's what it felt like. Like you have oily fingers and you couldn't help but hold the mugs. Okay? Without even wanting to, it was like they embraced him, and I'm gonna say him for a lack of pronoun respect, because when we were together, he was transitioning into a man, although he is now non-binary. They. I'm going to say they because their pronoun is now non-binary. They were embraced so much by my alters, and they treated my alters with so much respect and love and care in the same way that they treated me, that I was able to really learn the beginning of what was going on. I love you forever, karmic flame. Thank you. However, reigniting with my twin flame in this lifetime, twice already, has taught me so much. Having a conversation about it with my karmic flame, having a conversation about it with my twin flame, asking the ether, ancestors, divine spirit, and tapping into the Akashic records, I was determined to get my clarity. And because it's out there, you can do this, you can do it. Anyway, I was determined to get my clarity, and I got it, and I'm so grateful. Me and my twin flame have shared 27 lifetimes together. 17 of those lifetimes we were just in passing. 10 lifetimes we were in a relationship. 5 of those 10 we were trying to pursue having a marriage. On the way to marriage, but got interrupted. And the last one out of those 5, we actually made it to the marriage and ended up having 4 children as a gift for the previous 4 failed attempted marriages. My preference has always been women, and it most likely will be forever, because that's the core of me. However, my karmic flame was someone who identifies in the in-between spectrum of gender and was aesthetically my exact twin, damn near. However, my twin flame is a man and doesn't look anything like me. So at some point, we have to get rid of the "it has to be this way" kind of thinking and just enjoy what is and enjoy what comes. You could be holding yourself back with your preconceived notions, and you could be holding yourself back from an amazing experience, and you could be holding on to the worst experience. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share, as it would really help the channel grow since we're new. And please subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep up to date on when we upload. Also, have you encountered your karmic flame yet, or your twin flame yet? Please share, let me know. I would love to know your experiences. And remember, there is magic all around you and within you. You are powerful beyond measure. Ignite it. Ignite your power. Until next time, have a magical week.